16-year-old Miranda Corsette was reported missing in February 2025. Police later said she had met Steven Robert Gress through a social media app, gone to his St. Lucius, Petersburg home, and never made it safely back. Gress is now charged with first-degree murder and kidnapping, and this case is still pending. What makes this interview so revealing is not a loud confession at the start. It is the frame he chooses. He keeps saying this was about a ring. The detective keeps following that ring story until it becomes a question of control. If this was only property, why was Miranda not free to leave?
Okay, before you say anything, you know, you went to first appearance, and did they appoint an attorney to you?
I don't care about an attorney, man.
Okay.
I really don't care about it.
All right, but listen, but I do, because
your legal work,
because
that's fine.
it's the law.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so you're initiating this request to talk
Yes,
to me.
Yes, sir.
Even though you have an attorney.
I don't even care about it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna read you your rights. Okay, because I've never read you your rights when I come in before, because I didn't have any charges on you before when I talked to you. Okay, so
It's never supposed to happen. Never was supposed to happen.
what wasn't supposed to happen?
This girl was never supposed to be in this situation. This girl was never supposed to be in this. So I met her off the Grindr app, which is like a gay hookup site. And I don't know what a 16-year-old girl is doing on an adult hookup site. I guess it's irrelevant. She told me she was 20 at first, and then later came out afterwards that she was 16, which really had it didn't mean anything to me. Her age meant nothing. There's one thing that she did to me, and that was just one thing I was trying to resolve. She stole a gold ring of mine.
That opening is doing two jobs at once. First, the detective cleans up the legal problem. Gress says he wants to talk even though an attorney has been appointed. Then Gress immediately starts building his preferred version. He makes the app, Miranda's age, and the ring part of one story. The detective does not interrupt that too early, because every detail Gress volunteers can be tested later.
Her name was Randa on there.
Do you know when about that might have been?
I mean, everything's on the cell phone. If you can pull up cell phone information, like everything you want's on the cell phone. Is under
On your cell phone?
On my cell phone, you can find it all. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, hold on a second. So her name was Randa?
Her name was Miranda. But she went by, her profile name was Randa.
R-A-N-D-A.
Right.
Okay, and that's on Grindr.
Right.
Okay, and we'll be able to see this on your phone?
Yes, sir.
What's the passcode for your phone?
It's just a Z. You do a Z.
Okay.
Supposed to draw a pattern.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that phone is no longer here. I spazzed out after what happened. You know what I'm saying? I'll take you through the whole thing of what happened, dude.
Okay.
You can just see it.
Let's go. So you met Randa.
Right, on the Grindr app.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you don't know what day that was, though?
It was, I want to say it was a Sunday. It was all right. So it's a Sunday that this happened, and then I seen her the 2 days prior to that. I seen her for the first time. I picked her up. We went home, hung out. I dropped her back off. It was fine. Nothing, no issues. 2 days passed by. She hits me up, says, "Do I want to hang out?" Okay, cool. I picked her up. This is where the issue started. We're chilling. I bought her some food. She's a real picky eater, I guess. So I bought her a smoothie from Wawa, and my ring, which is in property right now, was given back to me by Michelle. This Michelle. Do you know where Michelle is? You need to pick Michelle. After you pick Michelle up.
Okay.
And they're.
Okay.
She confessed it to in front of, and her confessed it in front of. So my ring comes up missing, and
On the same day you picked her
on
up?
the same day I picked her up, it was just us two in the room. Was in the other room. She got her own room in there, and
Us two who? You and Miranda?
me and Miranda. We're the only two in the room.
Which room?
The living room, which I made my bedroom, of that house.
The downstairs apartment?
Yes.
At 27?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait, 27th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So, in the process of me ordering food for her, my ring comes up missing. It was a little bit too big for my pinky, so it could slide off if whatever, it could just slide off. And I remember when I went to get off the bed, I supported my weight on the bed to go get the doors for the food, and that's where my ring slid off at.
Okay.
My ring slid off on the bed.
Right.
So as I'm eating my food, I'm realizing my ring's not on my finger, so I'm like, I search the whole immediate area, my ring's not there. Miranda stole my ring. Miranda stole my ring. So I'm telling her, man, like, look, there's nobody else here. I know, it's nice, it's a nice ring. You might want it, but it's not yours. Just give it back. I go on with this for a whole 24 hours. And I'm telling her like, hey man, my fault in this is that I would not let her leave without giving me my ring back.
How did you keep her from leaving?
I just told her that she couldn't leave. I didn't restrain her. I didn't do anything to her. I just said, hey man, just please give me my ring back. You know what I'm saying?
But she wasn't free to get out and walk out the door.
I mean, if she would have tried, I don't know if I would have stopped her or not. Everything was bravado at this point in time. It's like I'm telling her, and I'm hoping that I'm able to just.
This is the first major turn. Gress is still describing a stolen ring, but the detective has reached the real question. Could Miranda leave? Once Gress says he would not let her leave without the ring, the interview is no longer about whether he felt wronged. It is about whether he used the ring as permission to control a 16-year-old.
Stuff, and the first thing she does when she gets there was looks for my ring in the house. And I'm cool with that because I just want my ring back. So the sooner I get my ring back, the sooner this can just be done. So she finds my ring, and she doesn't tell me she finds my ring. And how I know that is because she gave me my ring back after all this is said and done. And was there when she found my ring in my car. My ring was never in my car. It never was in my car. She never went to outside to put it in my car. Michelle found my ring that she stole. So I don't know this at the time. Michelle doesn't tell me at the time. So now this drags on for a week. This drags on for a week.
Wait, so you've got this girl in your house for an entire week?
A week.
Were you feeding her?
Yes.
Were you beating her?
I lumped her up, yes. I hit her at first.
What do you mean you lumped her up?
So at first, it took me a while before I put my hands on her. Like, I really
patted her down, you couldn't find the ring?
I even bought a metal detector.
Well, where do you think she was hiding it?
I thought she either swallowed it or put it up inside of her, or she had it hidden somewhere else.
Okay.
I knew she had it. And she was disrespecting me and mocking me the whole time. Miranda is, to me.
Miranda is.
Yeah, like, I couldn't fathom, why would you steal somebody?
What was she doing to mock you?
She just like this. She said she got it from her grandma. And she said she'd be like, I'd be like, man, please give me my ring, please, man, please. She'd be like, she'll just do like this to me, like this. She went this. She'd be like this.
Wait, you mean like she might have been shaking in fear?
No.
Because that's what you look like when you do that to me.
But she.
When I think of a 16-year-old girl shaking like that.
It's not.
Notice the detective's move here. Gress calls Miranda's shaking a taunt. The detective names the same behavior as fear. That matters because Gress's story depends on making her sound defiant and responsible for what happened next. If the room accepts that she was afraid, then his explanation starts to look less like a dispute and more like coercion.
The girl had an iPhone, and I told Michelle, I said, hey man, go hide this underneath a trash can at a gas station somewhere, just so it doesn't, in case somebody came looking for her, it wouldn't lead her to my house, and it would prevent me from getting my ring back. That's my fault, is my greed.
The phone detail changes the story again. A normal theft complaint points toward evidence. This phone explanation points away from discovery. Gress says he wanted the phone hidden so it would not lead anyone to his house. That is why the detective keeps letting him talk. The more Gress explains the ring, the more he explains the cover-up around Miranda.
Miranda and the shaking.
Okay.
And so you had her in your house for how long?
It was up to a week. It was a week. It was a week.
You had her in the house a week.
For a week.
You wouldn't let her leave.
I told her
you thought she was, and you thought resist.
No,
she was that scared of you.
She was scared of Michelle. She was scared of Michelle.
I don't know, dude.
She's scared of me too. She's scared of me.
How can she not be scared of you?
Right.
She's 90 pounds.
But
How you weigh?
By this point, the detective has narrowed the language. Gress can keep saying Michelle was worse, or that he only wanted the ring, but he has already accepted the core facts the detective needs. Miranda was there for days. She was not free to leave, and she was scared. The blame shifting does not erase those admissions.
I'm not letting anything bad enough happen to the girl that I can't just let her go home after a couple days healing up. I just wanted my ring back, dude. I just wanted my ring back. That's it. Okay? Michelle's got... Nothing's happened to the girl to where she can't heal up in a couple days and go home. That's on me. I'm making sure of it. You know what I'm saying? But the girl she said she had some kind of a disease where she bruised really easy, and she was really thin. She was delicate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's how delicate the girl is. So with that in mind, like, I'm making sure I don't do anything to the girl that's gonna make sure that she can't just go home in a couple days after healing up. That was my goal, was to do whatever, let her heal up, Go home. I'm telling her this will be a learning experience for everybody. You shouldn't be going inside of people's house. That's my whole thing was. That was my whole thing. Michelle, it was more her spite for not taking her out for Valentine's Day. As petty as it sounds, man. That's what I bring from it. So Michelle had my ring the whole time. She said she found it in my car after the fact. Cam can confirm all this.
After the fact of what?
After the fact that she's from somewhere right now. She has it.
When did she die?
She died on the 7th day. So she died, if Easter was, whatever day Easter is, you take that and...
Easter or Valentine's?
So I'm sorry, Valentine's Day, I'm sorry. Valentine's Day. So March 14th is Valentine's Day? February 14th is Valentine's Day. So I think it would be fair to say that she probably passed away on the 21st-ish of February.
And then what did you do?
Then, now here's my part.
Now listen to the boundary Gress tries to draw. He says he was making sure nothing happened that Miranda could not heal from. That is an attempt to separate intent from outcome. But the same story now has to pass through the next question. If she died during that week, what did he do after that?
That's how I got this stuff in the first place, because Angel bought it for him. So I'm telling Angel, telling my mom, sending the pictures of them lumped up, and I'm like, man, look, man, like, she stole my ring, man. She stole my ring, she's not giving it back. I need my ring back. I can't possibly move forward without my ring. Like, I just could not take a L on my ring like that. I just couldn't. So there's that kind of evidence right there that.
Can I quickly?
Yes, sir.
You sent Angel's the one who got you the ring.
Yes.
And you sent pictures of
Her swollen
Miranda.
up. Yeah.
So Angel has those pictures.
Yes.
Okay. So Angel knew the extent of what was happening.
Angel, yeah, he's a good person, man. He doesn't deserve.
Does he know the totality of everything?
I told him after the fact. I did not tell him.
Not know that.
He does not know that.
Does he know she's dead?
Yes.
Okay.
And like I said, like, he does not deserve to be in any trouble for this. But
And mom knows this as well. Your mom knows this.
my mom knows.
Everything.
She knows.
How about the body? What you do?
This section matters because the ring story leaves the room. Gress says he sent pictures to people outside the house and that some people knew pieces of what was happening. For investigators, that creates a second track. They are not only listening to what Gress says, they are identifying phones, witnesses, messages, and anyone who may have received proof before police did.
They need to do the labor work, you know what I'm saying?
And he sent him the pictures of this little girl?
Swole up, yeah.
What was the purpose of that? I'm just curious.
The purpose was to get sympathy for me, so I was trying to get them to buy me another ring, and then everything would just be good. I just wanted a ring. I didn't want to take a loss on the ring.
Your whole thing was, I want my ring back, no matter what it was.
Not no matter what, but I was going to go through and at least make an effort.
Why was that so sentimental to you?
Because I never had anything. I went to prison when I was 16 years old, and I got out when I was 27. So like, I'm just starting to learn to live my life and have things of my own. And I don't think it's right for somebody to be able to come into your house and steal from you and be able to walk out of there. That was for burglaries, armed burglaries and stuff like that.
Going into somebody's...
Another thing that I told her too. I'm like,
well, that's what I'm saying. So you held a person against their will, digitally penetrated them, and eventually killed them.
I didn't kill them.
Okay, well,
I didn't kill them.
You were complicit to her killing,
Yes,
if that person did it.
Fair.
But you did. So you contributed to a person's death for doing what you got caught doing when you were 16.
She was never supposed to die. Ever. Ever.
Dude,
She never was supposed to pass, man. She wasn't even supposed to come close to it. If anything, like I said, I was telling the whole time, man, like, there's nothing that she can't heal up from after a couple days and go home was my intention. And the whole other time I'm trying to get other people to just replace it for me so I can just... That was my intention for sending them the pictures. My mom, Jamie, and Angel.
So you wanted a family member of yours and or a friend to see what you were doing to this girl so that they could buy you the ring.
And then we could end it.
And then as long as you had your ring, you would have let her go.
Yes, sir.
So that was like a...
This is the payoff of the ring theme. The detective asks why the pictures were sent, and Gress says he wanted sympathy so someone would buy him another ring. That answer makes the motive smaller and worse at the same time. If another ring would have ended it, then the ring was not just a missing object. It was leverage.
is that the girl came in my house and stole a ring. My house and stole the ring from her. So
It sounds like what you're telling me is she never stole the ring.
she stole it, and Michelle stole it from her. Wherever she put it at, Michelle found it.
You know Jamie's last name?
Jamie Ryder, R-Y-D-E-R. I'm not trying to deflect any blame for this, man.
Here.
I'm not trying to pin this on anybody else. I fully accept what's to come for this, okay? I just want to see everybody else that was involved get theirs as well. I mean, this girl was never supposed to die, man. Ever.
After this interview, Gress remained charged with first-degree murder and kidnapping in Miranda Corsette's death. Michelle Brandis also turned herself in and was charged with first-degree murder. The case has not reached a final verdict in the sources used for this production, so the careful wording is that both are accused, not convicted. As of this production date, the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office lists Gress as in custody, and local court reporting says the two defendants are expected to be tried separately, with prosecutors seeking the death penalty if they are convicted.